Hello, and welcome back to my channel. So, today we are almost on the prompt 3 of our YouTube challenge, hashtag YouTube challenge with sun, and we are going to paint this beautiful moonscape for today. So, let's get started. I am here using the same size of the paper that we have used for our earlier projects, and this is a 100% cotton paper. I am taping down my paper onto this flat surface. So I'll be leaving a gap of 5 centimeter from the bottom, and I will tape my masking tape since we will be writing a quote at the end. Now with the help of this coin, I'll do the circle shape of the moon. Now you can either do the moon in the way that I am doing, or you can mask the moon area with the help of the masking tape that I just showed, and then you could carry forward and paint. Now I begin by applying an even coat of water. As you can see, I am going around the moon because I don't want the colors to spread inside the moon. I want certain areas of the moon to be retained white, and you can see I am using the color Prussian blue. You could use any shade of blue that you have, but make sure that you use the shade closer to this. So you could use bright blue from White Nights or any other brand that you have. A brighter shade of blue would do. Cobalt blue or cerulean blue mixed with little bit of indigo, or when you add a tinge of red to it, you will get a darker shade or a darker looking blue. And as you can see, I am trying to lift out some of the colors around the moon because I want to create that glowing side of the moon. So I am creating a kind of halo effect. So just keep watching. If you would have noticed that even the night sky has different shades and colors, so I'm trying to create that effect by mixing my indigo with this Prussian blue here and trying to create this darker edges or darker looking corner, because I want the center of my moon to be very bright and glowing. So when you add certain dark colors at the corner edges, it makes your painting come to life and your center portion gets highlighted. So you could use indigo, or else if you can create indigo by mixing little bit of red with your blue. And don't forget to test out your mixed colors in a shade card or any rough piece of paper, and then go ahead and test it out in your painting. Since my paper has already started drying out, so now this step has to be quick. So in a very swirly circular motion, I will be taking a lighter shade of Prussian blue and I will go in a circular swirling motion, so that it doesn't look uneven and there is a proper transition of colors from the lightest shade to the darkest shade. So this is the way that you can create this effect, and then when we are closer to the moon, we can lift out some of that colors that we have applied, so it would look that it is a transition from lightest to the darkest, and also the glowing of the moon will be much more pronounced. This is a fairly easy painting, and because I am a blue lover, so I automatically get inclined to use blue in my paintings at the very first conception. But you can go ahead and try out this painting in any other color choices. You could go ahead and try it out with purple or pink, like not exactly pink but a magenta shade very closer to purple. Okay, now we are going ahead with the water area, and here will be going ahead and doing this wet on dry technique and not wet on wet, because I want to create that reflection of the moon on the water with the dry brush technique. So this is how you need to do it. Coming to the moon, I will be now going ahead and creating a very thin outline with the help of my silver black velvet size number 4 brush. I love using this brush because it has really sharp pointed tip which works as a liner brush. So I need not go ahead and again fetch a liner brush to do this process, but you can go ahead and if you're not comfortable with this brush or the brush that you are using, you can pick up your liner brush. Now I am wetting the inside surface of the moon because I want some shadows in the moon. So I am here going ahead with the approach of a very loose moon painting, since it is at a distance from us, so there is no need of detailing the moon so much. Now I'll be adding some more reflection in the water. Here I'll be using the dry brush technique. As you can see, my brush was very dry. It was just wet and I loaded it with the thick consistency of white gouache. I am here using a gouache. You could use your white watercolor paint as well, and I'm just trying with a very short small strokes to create this reflections and the shimmeriness that happens in the water. Now I'll be going ahead with the tree silhouette outline. So you could use a very sharp pointed tip of your round brush or any detailing brush or a liner brush. It's your choice, it's up to you. Whatever brush you are comfortable with, you can go ahead and use this. Now I'll be creating some leaf like patterns on these branches just to give it some depth. It's not very detailed thing that I am doing. I'm just laying the color of the tip of my brush onto the paper. I'm just dabbing it in random directions so that it is not of the same shape and size. Always use a varying strokes to create this foliage pattern. I'll be going ahead and adding one more like few more branches, I would say, from the beneath, so that it's kind of looking empty right now near the horizon line and the sky. So I'll just go ahead and add few more tree silhouettes. Now as you can see that my moon has dried up and the shadows are looking bit drier and dull. So I have re-wetted the surface of the moon and I have added some more of that, the darker shade of Prussian blue, the concentrated Prussian blue, and I have just trying to spread those colors out. Now it's looking proper. So this will be a shade lighter once it dries out, so don't worry about it. Now because the tree was kind of looking empty, I'm going ahead and adding some floral. So this, you could say, some cherry blossom effects that I'm doing here. So for this I have used rose quartz color, which is a pastel pink color from White Nights. Now you can make your own pastel pink by using any pink shade that you have got. You could use opera or quinacridone rose or any rose madder and mix it with white, so that will give you a pastel shade. Now with a very random short strokes of the brush, just like how we created foliage, we have done our cherry blossom. Now it's time to peel off our tapes and our painting is ready. Now do the step when your painting has dried completely. Mine has dried, so here it is. If you're recreating this painting, do not forget to tag us and use our hashtag as mentioned here. And thank you for watching.